How can you promote your startup successfully? How can you make your advertisement powerful? Here, I will tell you all the secret. Just Okay, let's shift focus to startup. Startup refer to a company in first stage of operations. Nowadays, the startup is just overwhelming. It is everywhere. How can you create your successful business? If you click on the videos here, I'm sure you know it. No matter whether you are planning to start, already start, or not yet get well prepared, I just want to inspire you. With those skills, you can create your own million company.
Also, a secret. Every person in their life have had $1 million ideas. Just grab it.
Actually, in today's situations, everyone wants to be employers. That's be the entrepreneur, be the boss, as they don't want to work for others. They want to fight for themselves. So here will be a challenge that how can you be superior and unique to compare to others in order to beat your opponents? Actually, the failure rate is very high for startup. That's only 10% of startup can survive finally. So because there is a dilemma for startup that the market share is quite small and then it is not famous, so not much people will know you, and then you cannot sell your products to customer. And what you should do is to rapidly catch audience eyes so as to increase the exposure rates to gain success and waste money to expand your company and maintain operations. What you need is actually a powerful advertisement. In foreign, I just randomly pick a platform that's I use to sell the second-hand products, which called sell, and do a little research for analyzing the products I post on with the different pictures and content, which will spark off the different results. And here we can look, the result is quite different, and I think it is a bit shocking. Can you imagine that is the same product just with a different content and picture attached? Here is the magic power of advertisement. So now I'm going to tell you how can we make a powerful advertisement. The purpose of advertisement is to boost your brand, explore the potential customer, and represent brand's characteristics. And it can define advertisement as usership in order to attract interest, engagement, and sales. A simple question arises: what is the most important things in the advertisement? Yes, you should be right. It should be the content. People are many types. That means they have different personalities and preference. We can simply divide it into rational and emotional people. And they have different definitions of attractive act. In the following, I would like to take a vacuum cleaner as an example and show you how big differences between these two types of people. Let's see. The first one will be informative and brief.
When you've got a lot to clean, it's time to react. The new Dirt Devil Reaction delivers superior suction power that lasts. Advanced D2 technology gives Reaction more cleaning power than leading filtered bagless uprights at the floor nozzle, where it counts. Reaction maximizes performance with 2 cyclone chambers that spin dirt from the air. There's no filter to clog and nowhere for dirt to get stuck. Advanced design, exceptional performance. The latest innovation from Dirt Devil. Fight dirt.
Okay, relax for 10 seconds and capture and record the remarkable points of the ad once you can. Then we can watch another one. Act 2 is a horror story with a bit of foreshadowing. Okay, congrats, you guys finished! What is your feelings and what is your preference? They aren't true or false questions, and they are just simply asked about your attitudes towards them. I collect some of the people responses, and they can be separated into two groups, which are high involvement and low involvement people. Involvement is viewed as perceived personal relevant with the target concept. We can use involvement to analyze this scenario. Low involvement people are mainly focused on funny, eye-catching, and interesting stuff. High involvement people are mainly focused on informative, functional, and useful data. The central differences are the time and energy they would like to spend on detail processing. Therefore, low involvement people will prefer Act 2 and high involvement people will prefer Act 1. I found some people and asked them to watch the advertisements.
Let's look at the survey result together. They are inspiring and valuable for marketers to gain the views from audience.
We can see some keywords here. Low involvement people are caring about storyline, elements appeal, memories, and they accept the exaggerated effect. But the high involvement people will more care about the data support, the relevant, and do not accept the exaggerated effect. They want brief, and then they may have the student concern that although mom are the target audience, but they love their dear kid, they cannot be scared. So it is actually a little reflection to tell us that we can adjust the content of the advertisement depending on the involvement of the people. Besides the involvement, actually we can notice some common characteristics in our advertisement. There are prominent selling points. That means the points you catch your audience eyes and make them more willing to pay for your product. You can organize some skills that make highlighting words such as high CP, the best sellers, and so on in your package. That is useful to arouse their awareness. Also, the jingle or slogan is important. You can make a short sentence or phrase to let people remember. It can make an effect like brainwashing. An obvious example would be donkey. It's a good method for advertising. All the honkies know this. Also, take the devil as an example. You can create a jingle like devil, devil, that devil, or devil, devil, that devil, and promote it on your website, advertisement, even your store. Or a big but strong slogan like a clean, strong vacuum cleaner with just the devil to show your selling points. A final tips I can give you is that it is easier to memorize if you repeat the ad periodically instead of frequently, because it may spark off people's aversion or fatigue. You may think that it sounds useful, but how can I apply it into real life situations? Okay, that is the most important part. The same company in Dirt Devil used two versions to target different segments of customers. I think it is a smart way to use, as you can firstly choose your target group. Vacuum cleaners target group will be age 20 to 15 and mainly for women. Before the festival, we can also target men to recommend it as a gift. Also, designing the target groups, you can place advertisement to that a horror and excitement type in those young, comedy, and funny type channels, and divide the advertisement one that the classical type to documentary learning channels. I think Koki will be a great tool that can more accurately to separate those two type of person, and if you use the online tools for promotion. So we can target different customers and easy to match their preference. Besides, we can refer to a balanced attitude that choosing endorsers promotes our products. They can shift a more positive attitude towards us if you can find a right person. Don't be lazy on the background searching and those time-consuming things. Also, for the startup, I would recommend the online platform YouTube instead of the TV program for a lowering budget, also a bigger approach. You can see the graph that presents the US digital marketing software market size.
Here with the graph, I would like to show the market size of digital marketing has been increasing.
It's an opportunity that we can grasp. As recently e-commerce and advertisements are so common, we can not only post advertisements but also cooperate with influencers like YouTubers, let them shoot an unboxing and testing videos which may have an incredible result, just like the balanced attitude. All in all, with attractive advertisement with good quality, I'm sure you can create your million company with more skills you wanted to learn. Just come to my masterclass. Thank you and see you again.
Bye bye.